sorry for the noise. It seems that, it's noisy. Oh well. But here I am to do My Hero, Uno, and maybe a little bit of Among Us. So, let's get ready to play some video games. So, what I'm going to do, make sure my phone is on Do Not Disturb because I don't want y'all to read my notification. Gonna be playing some My Hero. Love this game. I think this game has been doing a great job with their production. I think they're going far with it. Highly recommend for those who are big fan of My Heroes. Let me see if I can move up to shadow. Boom. All right. Thank you for everybody who's tuning in on my YouTube, my Twitch, my my all my sites. Thank you. I appreciate the love and support. So we're going at it. We're going to the racing training. Go to. I'm using Todoroki because currently right now as he's running, I'm at level 40 as 41, as you can see on the top right corner. I still have 9 hero, so Ochako is still my number 1 gravity girl. From her, I still have Deku, Todoroki, he's still my top 3. Denki is like my personal usable character when I'm fighting. Then we have Momo. She's also in top S class. Then Red Riot. He is also a character I really enjoy because he's all about defense, but he's a hand-on character fighter. Then I have Sitsu, Ninja Tail, and Mimori as my 9. I still need 30 more to unlock Shoto, or aka Eraserhead. To unlock Bakugo, I need 87 pieces. Fukage, I need about like 78. All Might, I need about 88. And Tenja, Ida, I'm like only 2 characters away in unlocking him, so should be good. It should be good. So let's see how it goes. I just realized I used to play some music. Guess I have to go to music real quick. Scoop, skibidi-doo-doo. Oh, I'm on the wrong account. I'm on the wrong account. What? Music is being provided to you by Tokyo Cafe. Oh, I'm already started. Alright. What's happening here, but I guess I kind of messed up. Last time I had like a jump option. Not sure what happened to it. Building up momentum. presented to you by Tokyo Cafe. I don't have the rights to the music. I just like sharing some good vibes with my peeps. Okay, so that was an epic fail. Let's make this money. When you see dinero, it means one thing. I'm about to throw some hands on some people. Pop, pop, pop. Fire blast. Another fire blast. Ice, ice, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Huh. That's my ultimate move right there. Oh, got my ass whooped. Damn. So when stuff like this happen, what I do, I go to hero. I switch to gravity girl. Gravity girls know how to take care of business, right? And let's see what happened now. I didn't know how hard this dude was hitting, but he was hitting some punches. When I say I'm gonna knock you out, I mean I'm going to knock you out. Why are you running, my guy? Damn, I just noticed too. Whoa, he caught me in mid-air? That's funny. Like, I see the punch happening, but I think I took so much blow in the head that I'm not like realizing that he is like he catch me when I'm like about to do my special, my combo. Not looking good. Not looking good. Yep, not looking good. Oh wow, I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble. Okay, so when I'm not able to resolve a problem, I take a break from it. Yeah, can't really beat that dude. Usually I had no problem whooping ass, but I'm having trouble with this guy. Oh, submit. We are family. I got all my sister and me. We are family. Get everybody to sing. Dun, 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 dun. We got the out of the show. Shake your boo thing, yeah, yeah. Sure, I know you do. So we're searching for items. We did it. Again, I'm doing this on my telephone. Got some credits going up on a Tuesday. The shirt that I'm wearing is by my boy Rat Castle. No, lie. Oops. Reunited and it feels so good. Shake your boo thing, shake your boo thing, baby. Ooh, cracking. Getting my ass kicked. It's not a beautiful thing. Ah, I'm not doing so well. Fudge. I'm not playing that well today. Damn. Damn, I'm really having bad luck kicking villains' ass. Wow. Not one I'm gonna be able to accomplish, unfortunately. Oh, do not have trouble kicking ass. Wow. I guess the game is actually catching up to me. Again, music is being provided by the Tokyo Cafe. Not sponsored, nor do I have copyright to the music, but just good vibes. Listen with good people. That'll make you wanna move. Alright, so far we're doing good there. Maximize the boxes. Everybody's level 3, so 4, 2. Just waiting. We are just waiting. We're waiting for. Come on. If she lays on the floor. Oh. I like that. I like that. Not bad. Not bad at all. Riot. We still have a long way to go, Riot. Uh, three more pieces. Can't wait until he's in S class. I got them loaded. Great. This one should be interesting. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Lurk. Hey, what's up, Fit Chef Streams? My God. Hope you're doing well, brother. Whoop, whoop. This I have no control. This is just a Royal Rumble that we set up our teams. From our teams, we just go at it. My team is on the left hand side. Right now, Momo, Deku, and I forgot who it is. I think it's Tails. They're currently fighting for me. And it seems like this guy won round one. He's gonna win round two on this because honestly, he got round two. All right, tiebreaker. Hopefully these are one of his weakest players. Actually, be right back. Whew. Seems that I lost. Sorry, I'm doing an update on my Apple Watch and it's taking forever. Don't know what's going on. too. Like in the song of Triple Mr. McMahon, no chance in hell. What is going on? Not looking good, not looking good. Not looking good, not looking good. Damn, 3-0. Not pretty. Not pretty at all. Okay, this is pity points right here. This is definitely pity points. We'll see how it goes. Let's keep let's keep going. Here we go. Here we go. One more time. Everybody's feeling fine. Here we go now. I don't know why, but I feel really, really hungry. Like really, really hungry. about to switch up the game. I still feel hungry. I'm about to order something really. Mm, but maybe I'm gonna stay away from red meat. What y'all think? Do you agree? Disagree? I don't know, but I feel like that's the vibe right now. Hold up, I gotta do this one more time. In order for me to get the last points, gotta do this one more time. But I'm thinking no more red meat. Oh well, not red meat all the time, like burgers and like steak tacos. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna lean towards the fish, the chicken, the turkey burger. Ooh la la, the turkey burger. Yeah, yeah, that might be the move, but because this right here, this was a whole thing of mangoes that you could get real cheap on Walmart for like a couple of dollars, and I ate that about like a while ago, and that did not fill me up. So as you all witness, I drink this whole bottle of water, not vitamin water, just water. Fill it. I reuse my bottles, ha ha ha. And if I still feel hungry by the time it's like 7 o'clock, your boy about to order. And I'm trying to stay away from cheese. And I'm slowly starting to stay away from sweets. Sweets are hard. Sweets, I treat myself at least maybe once or twice a week. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, it's rough. It's rough out here. I'm gonna work with her and her talents because she's a queen. I think that's all I could do. And then we're gonna jump to Deku, boom, and then Todoroki. I haven't not been loving him too much, so I'm gonna double on that one. Yeah, and then work up here. So that's all the level of moves that I'm gonna do. Co-op emergency. When you do these, you want to invite like big players. I was gonna switch to Uno, but let's see what happens. No, kick out, match. go. Let's see how we do. All might. Come on, buy me Oh, nice. Ah, that would have been a very great piece. All right. You are my friend. All right, that's one. We still got a long way to go for it. Shit. All right, so now, oh, let's show the movie. Another reason why I held out. The invasion is happening. Oh my god, all these hero wants a piece of me? Eh. He has a big mofo, huh? All right, I'm gonna leave it as is for now. We are good. Okay, let's play some Uno quick. Woo! I thought I switched screen, but I didn't. I still feel kind of hungry, guys. I still feel kind of hungry. And before I play this next game, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Alright, so I decided to order some tacos. I am back. So I decided to order some tacos. I decided to do some chicken tortas, no French fries, and yeah, that was pretty much it. All right, let's do some Uno. Ooh wee wee, ooh wee wee. Nope, nope, nope. Sure. Let's get these free points. Let's get these free points. Working on these free points. Wait a minute. Let's play some of this, which is also free. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. We're getting some free points. Free points. Free points. Free points. Nice. More points. I think that's it. Awesome. Okay, advance. Collect all. Nice, claim it. Alright. I think that's everything. So, let's go to the go wild. Ooh, I got a lot of points to play with. Let's go big. Play big. We go big or go home, right? We go big or go home. Let's see what we do. Okay. 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 Ooh. Make you pick up those +2. Mm. 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 Oh! He doesn't like me. He does not like me. So this person is playing on my favor. You know what I'm saying? They're playing with my style, which I appreciate. Let me pick. We're still early in the game. We're still early in the game. Red. No me digas. Give him that 2 point love. And you can reverse it. Not expect that color. Oh! 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 Yes! Oh! Game! Game! Oh! Oh! That was a great, great job. Great job. Alright, so I like to play, a little bit safer now. Like to now that I gain about a lot, then I play the 1,000. You know what I'm saying? See what I could do, work around in my area. Yeah, let's do skip it. Yeah. Try to get rid of this card. My gosh. I'm gonna pick up a card. Green. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna pick up another card. I'm gonna play it. I'm sorry, dude. I'm trying to be nice, you know what I'm saying? Strategy. Ooh, we nearly doubled. We nearly doubled on our gains, which is buenissimo. That was a really good game. Really good game. Oh, you want me to play in the VIP side, but don't tempt me, devil. I am in no rush to be tempted. Interesting Hannah that I have. Oh, he still got two. Ah, he's using his +4. I forced him to use that. Oh no, we lost all those points. We lost all those points. Ah, I'll give him props for that. It's okay. It's okay. I'm still coming up from my last game, so I'm good. I'm doing good. Doing good, doing well. Music is provided by Tokyo Cafe on YouTube. I don't have the copyrights to the script. Yeah. Watch when I play. And my partner went, eh. He said, hot boy like a bunny. Ah. That was on that was uncalled for. Very uncalled for. I don't like you people. We're working this way, right? Like, what are we doing? Ah, not bad. Not bad at all. Sup, son? Hope your day is well. About to throw some tone. Just finished playing some Diablo with the DLC. All right, sound like you had a great time, my good friend. I'm here just streaming, uh, playing my Uno, betting about 1,000 points, and hopefully coming up. So, hope you're doing well and keep up the good work. I'm sad that I did not win your contest, but next time, next time. It was fun though. It was super fun. Hot boy like a bunny. Oh, my mic is super low right now because the AC. So I just don't want it to be. I don't want people just hearing the fan blowing in the background. You're gonna be hearing it. So, boy like a bunny. Ooh, wait, red. He got that Uno. Oh, I feel tempted. I'm gonna do it. Going big. I'm going big. If he has a +4, ah, I went big, guys, and it failed. I'm surprised my mic doesn't pick mine up. My fan is like right on the table, so that's why it's like more noticeable. I think yours is just more uh, far away from your mic. But I'm also using the webcam on my computer for the stream. I'm not using anything particular. Like the mic that I use when I do the podcast is on the side. I only set it up when I need to. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Reverse. Because if I do skip, dude, you're gonna skip it to me. I. You see, this is what happened when I play with strangers. They don't comprehend. But we won at least. Golly. Oh, hot boy like a bunny. Uh, okay. I recover from my loss. Recovering from my loss. Uh, Good job. Everybody get a thumbs up and whatnot. Let's play this again. Order some food. My Mexican. This time I'm staying away from steak. I'm doing more lean meat, so I'm doing chicken tortas. Um, it's gonna be a hit or miss for me, but you know, willing to give it a try. The old college try. Hot boy like a bunny. Yep. You see? I'm gonna skip you. Boop boop. I'm gonna hit your boy with this. Boom, too. Okay, you got weapons now. Karma. Okay. Hit him with that. Don't. Yeah. Yeah. That's what you want. But I got something that it's gonna hurt you. Unless if you Hit him with two. Hit him with two. Hit him with two. Hot boy like a bunny. At least my person has something to defend themselves with. Hit him with that +4. Make it blue. Make it. Why yellow? Jesus. They made it yellow. They made it yellow. They made it yellow. They made it yellow. Alright, skipping one of y'all. This person doesn't like me. At least I could defend myself. Didn't even notice when it started cycling. Oh, set me up. Set me up. Please hit me. Such a crazy game. Such a crazy, crazy game. Your mom. That was good. That was really good. Well, I started with 1,000 points, and so far came out to 18. The only thing left for me to do is play some Among Us for a bit and entertain you people with that. So let me just log into my accounts, and my food should be arriving shortly. Hopefully you guys had fun watching me play some of my favorite app games. Hot boy like a bunny. No, I don't need this thing. Right there. And there she is, guys. There she is. The infamous game of them all. The one that we call Among Us. Let's see if it recognizes my controller. It does. Let's have some fun. Music is provided to you by Tokyo Cafe. Boy like a bunny. Finally about to play some Among Us. Before I log into that. Okay, nothing big happened. I'm a crewmate, and there's only one killer. And there's only one killer. Ooh, let me do the scan. I'm black, and I like it. Let's take a while. You know what I'm saying? Boop, boop, boop. Are you gonna kill me while I scan? Are you gonna scan? What are you? I don't know what that person was doing, but it's none of my business. They didn't kill me, so I'm running. Orange could have killed me, but they didn't. I'm about to go to the death box, but let me take care of. Oh, I don't have to do that. That's crazy. I gotta go to the death box. Oh, the #1 place where people get killed. Oh. 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 Does anybody see us? Oh. Alright. Blue again. Nice, 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 nice. I think whoever is the killer is having a hard time. First time I saw yellow in the game. Red is just chilling. Red is saying like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Red is saying like yo no me importa. What? Orange is dead. Like, that's crazy. Wow. They could have killed me, but they didn't. Someone just left the game, that's fine. Hot boy like a bunny. I like being crew because I don't have to worry too much. The samples. Let's get the samples started. Oh, gotta go down to electric. La gasolina. Dame my gasolina. The death trap. I don't like this. I see yellow. Purple just went away. They could have killed me. They could have killed me. Don't leave me. Ah. We reported. I don't know nothing. How? Got my minion outfit on. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Why do people do that? Oh, baby, I just wanna know if you feeling me. Keep it on the low. I'm gonna fix the lights. I just want to deviate. Pink. White could have killed me. White could have killed me, but they didn't. White. Oh! Oh, freak. I just wanna know if you feeling me. Keep it on the. Wow, this is 7 versus 1, and so far it's not looking good. Mi hermano. Let me see. I missed the asteroids. Uh, uh, one more. Complete. Oh, liar. Oh, he's such a terrible liar. Oh, let me check the status of my food. That's crazy. But Purple is doing a good job. Purple is doing a good job. We're all gonna die because nobody bothers to. Bro, that was brilliant. Bravo. Bravo. That was a hell of a. Oh, wow. Bravo. Let me check the status of my food, my phone. Tell me everything. Oh, I'm the killer. All right, let's see what I could do. Hmm. How many people do I have to? Hmm. I could have voted. Damn. Does his vote count? His vote counts. Oh! That was a good. I like that host. I like them a lot. Uh, well, I'm about to go and get my food. Enjoy the Shinobi Unfolding episode. All right, in three, two, one.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Shinobi Unfolding, your favorite anime podcast. My name is Monty. I'm with the boys here. I've got none other than DJ Sin Six, Lou Million in the building. We got King Kai himself, David, the king of anime recommendations, and none other than Senpai himself. And guys, I can't mention this enough. If you guys love the content, want to get it on discussion, please visit the YouTube. Jay's been killing it. We've got the Instagram, we've got the Facebook page, which we're very vocal about getting back to each other. And it's a great community. You already know we're on every major streaming platform. So once again, at the Shinobi Unfolding, just Google it. You got it. Just ask Siri, ask Google. It's good. What's up, everybody? How you been?
Life is excellent. I'm still on my old school anime rampage. Still not watching anything current. Recently, I don't know if anybody's familiar with Dirty Pair. I've watched Dirty Pair,
No, not
um, and I have also been watching Detective Conan on. Uh,
Ha,
like I'll
good
bang
stuff,
out
right?
like 20 or so episodes, take a little break.
yeah, that's an
So,
undertaking, dude.
So I am on a mission to complete uh, Case Closed, Detective Conan. Eventually, it's at like 1,000 episodes right now. It's got more than One Piece, um, and yeah, it's my next big obstacle to clear after I just cleared watching everything Lupin the Third a few months ago. So that's what's going
Yeah,
down with me.
Sweet.
I've been catching up on everything. My Hero Academia, Athleta, from Commonplace to World's Greatest. I did Mars Red, and I did Wonder Egg Priority. And then Gleipnir was a surprise. The 12 episode run, catching back up from it, definitely was a strange place to revisit it because it's a fan service anime that dark but fun.
Ah, sweet. What about you, Senpai?
I've been reading mostly, man. A lot of manga. I'm actually like 50 pages behind now on One Piece. I caught up. I'm really really like hitting up on the train now. So I'm trying to catch up to Dave and Mike so we can just they have a third person to talk One Piece about, honestly. Um, and I've like been watching like a few episodes of random animes on my VRV list here and there. I just started one called Kisniver like yesterday. Interesting. I'll probably talk about it some other time, but that's all I really got right now.
Oh, nice. All right, sweet. Yeah, so today topic we want to talk about how complex do you guys like your anime? It's a good question. I feel like it depends on the mood. I don't know. What about you, Scott?
Sorry,
Uh
can you repeat the question?
oh no, you're good, you're Gucci, baby. No man, how complex do you like your anime, brother?
Man, I actually have a pretty simple answer for this complex question, and that is that I can literally take my anime hot or cold, really, because I
I'm with you.
love it when my anime is complex and it has a really good story. Obviously, Lou and Dave feel the same love for Berserk that I have, man, and it is a very complex story when you really try to break it down. But honestly, for you and myself, welcome to Demon School, Rurukum. It's such an easy sit down watch, funny that I just love it all. It could be either or for me, man. It really just feels. It just has to have a really good set tone, man. It doesn't have to be super complex, and it doesn't have to be super simple. I love it all. I really do.
Nice. What about you, Lou?
For me, as we all know, I prefer the more complex, the better. And I mean, when it depends on what you mean with complex. I'll give you an example. Gleipnir, we just finished. It's a fan service. They show tails. They show girls jumping into a puppet monster that's fighting because an alien gave them wishes for coins, and they're fighting over the collection of 100 coins. But the backstory is a whole separate thing on the human psyche of the corruption of human nature. So, example, if you're a good person, what do you do to save those that you love? Do you become the villain like Tokyo Ghoul, or do you stay pure and die on your hill? And I think that dichotomy of, or the juxtaposition of those 2 points is very, very interesting. And that's what drives me with certain anime stories. Whereas when I was younger, Dragon Ball Z, people can consider it simple. But if you watch Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z, it's super complex to keep hold of that story and understand not just the Saiyans, but the warrior nature of Goku, how he came to be Goku, Krillin, Yamcha, villains turning to heroes, society changing. So I enjoy my anime, I'd say complex.
Nice. And you, Dave?
Yeah, so obviously I prefer complex, but before I go too much further, what I mean by complex is not necessarily how hard the plot is to follow, but the themes that are brought up by the anime itself. So, for instance, Psychopaths is in my top five. So, Psychopaths is very heavy on justice and criminality and what is it that makes a criminal, and how is it like what is the best approach to try to eradicate criminality, to try to understand what is it that causes somebody to turn criminal or do something like that. They have that criminal coefficient that registers on the gun, and that number is like based on like all this data from all these brains that have accumulated in like a huge like underground facility. So it's Ghost in the Shell is another one, very heavy on government. What makes a human a human? Because you have the cyber bodies and the cyber brains, and what makes a human human? Is it their soul? Is it being flesh? Being organic? So I consider something complex that tackles like very heavy themes that ask questions that people are tackling, and there really is no definite answer or solution to that issue or question. So again, like I just mentioned those animes, so those Ghost in the Shell, Psychopaths. You guys mentioned Berserk. We're all huge Berserk fanboys. Um, Another one that's in my top 5 is Monster. If nobody's heard of that, read it, watched it, whatever, add it to your list. I'm not saying do it me because it's 75 episodes, so it's a little bit of a chore, but it's I can't say enough. You got to check it out. Like it's very in depth and detailed, so I can't really do it justice by a quick blurb on it. But I kind of agree with the guys here. Like there's different flavors of anime, and
Oh yeah, for sure.
and there's every flavor is good for its own particular reason. So, I mean, there's times where you're exhausted, you got a lot going on, you just want to sit back, relax, and just turn the brain off and enjoy something that's just straightforward. Not crapping on this, but like something like Bleach or Naruto. Like it's not asking the tough questions. It's not.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there are plot twists again. Like I don't consider plot twists or stuff like that what complex. Again, I mentioned like it's more theme for me than I would consider something complex. But I mean, you can just sit back, relax, and you're not asking yourself, a million questions, or you're not being asked, to think about something or consider,
Yeah.
It's straightforward. So, yeah, there's times where I want that, and then there's times where I'm ready, like my brain is engaged in or I wanna just explore the human
Yeah.
psyche for. I
No.
mean, there's tons of stuff like that out there. Like
Yeah.
I mentioned, with the passing of Miura and Berserk. Like Berserk was one of the first animes that like let me know that this stuff is out there. A lot of stuff that was mainstream initially, like Dragon Ball or some of the other stuff, Yu Yu Hakusho, whatever. It's again not crapping on it. It's more simplistic, so but that was all that was out there, so you didn't know. But like once I stumbled on Berserk, I'm like, wow, like is there more like this? And then you delve into the deep dark weeb world.
Yeah,
And
and
you find what's out there.
I gotta say it's absolutely incredible right now with like the distribution and all the streaming services and the sheer amount of anime. There's an anime literally for everybody right now. And yeah, like you said, some days you do want to put in the ichi comedy and just laugh. Like it's all good. But yeah, these deep dark tones, like I think you had recommended Relife to me. Like that, whew, man, I was going through some stuff at the time that that really helped me put some things into perspective. And that's the beautiful part about this art form, man. So I mean, how about like for you, Lou? Like what is like one of the what's a complex anime that you hold near and dear, and for what reasons does it tackle? What issues does it tackle? I'm sorry.
Well, Black Mirror, I'd say, is one recently because I rewatched it recently, and it was what makes an anti-hero an anti-hero. So you have an innocent protagonist that we believe is innocent, lost memories, we know how it goes. And then his partner is very dark. She does whatever it takes to get the situation to resolve. And she takes innocent characters and makes them think and do things in a way they never would, corrupting them. So you're corrupting those characters so they can survive. You have cowards in this world. And is it your place to force cowards to be brave or let them die on their hill for their morals? Because once you surpass this initial threat of this one battle, psychologically, you've lost the war. And watching this again for the second time, you watch the characters change, and that's just in one situation. Then you have the backstory and the backtales to how these people got their powers in the first place. And it makes for, in 12 episodes, we're not talking about Monster running for 74 episodes here on some adrenaline-driven storyline. We're talking 12 episodes of, ooh, not evoking emotions, but evoking thought. And that's what makes it complex and, for me, a great anime to watch. Just weird, different.
All right, sweet. And what about you, Senpai?
Man, you know, thinking about that, for me, man, complexity-wise, I think I want to say a bunch of people recommended this to me, and it took me forever to do it. I still haven't even watched like the newest season that just aired because I just want to give it some time because it's such a commitment when I go to it. But ReZero is such a heavy, heavy deal whenever I watch it. It's such a big deal because there's so much that happens in like the time span of the anime, and literally inside the anime, it only takes place probably in like maybe 2 days, 2 or 3 days tops. And like the type of stuff that happens to, you know, Subaru is, man, it really just makes you question his sanity. Like, I remember in like, was it like season 1? There was literally a moment in time where he was just a vegetable for a whole episode. Like, and it wasn't until he died and came back like his next life that he snapped out of it and like he just regained his conscience because like he had just been driven to like this. And I always tell people this is such an emotional roller coaster whenever you watch this show, man. Like I used to think like Shield Hero was like a real emotional roller coaster for the main character because I've never seen a main character get treated this way before. When you're the hero, you're the hero. But man, like Subaru literally just like there are times where he's trying to be righteous and like even any moral person is like, you know, what he's trying to do is the right thing. Everybody else is viewing him as being selfish because he's doing it for his own moral reasons to feel better about himself. It's like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. You know,
Yeah.
what are you doing? You can't say that to a nice guy. He's trying to be a nice guy. So you're mad because he's trying to be nice? This is crazy. We're in the backwards world.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I like about that one is it's like you point the finger, there's 3 fingers pointing back at you. Like it definitely makes you reflect, and I think it's a wonderful anime that attacks the otaku, and all of us. And Dave, did you have another one you wanted to mention? I didn't want to cut you off, brother.
No. I mean, I mentioned several already. Another one that I mean, I think I banged out for my top five, so I might as well say the other one, Full Metal Alchemist. Um, I mean that's probably not as complex as the others, but there's definitely a lot of themes there that aren't, you know, necessarily geared towards a younger audience. Things that they would typically, you know, come across in real life, dealing with loss of loved ones and trying to regain something that you've lost and taking, you know, what you have for granted, and then there's the whole war aspect. So I would say that that's another one that I felt that I was attracted to because there was just something different about it than the rest of the other mainstream anime that were out there at the time when I first came across it. It's definitely something that, you know, kind of made you reflect on things. So that's what I really like about that genre. It's not just passive and just what's happening is happening. It actually makes you turn on your brain and think and question things. And I like that. I enjoy conversation. I enjoy debate. So anything that has that thought provoking aspect to it is a huge benefit.
All right. Speaking of debate, I see Scott with this finger up.
Yo,
What's
yeah,
up?
I just want to add on to that, man, because you know, like I didn't even think of Full Metal Alchemist, but on the real, Full Metal Alchemist probably taught us one of the craziest life lessons ever, man, and that is like the law of equivalent exchange, and like you have to literally give yourself, you have to give what you're willing to get, like, and it goes beyond like just what happens in the anime.
Who doesn't get sad on October 3rd, bro?
It's
Yeah,
man.
Never forget October 3rd, bro. That's
so like yeah, man. That whole anime
I'll
is very
give up its
complex, especially with Brotherhood. So Ben, hats off to you, man. I totally like put that to the side because it's such an enjoyable watch for the most part. I never really think of it as very complex, but it
and
is.
a great rewatch. Great rewatch
Oh, yeah.
because those tones, whether it's going to be religion, whether it's going to be politics, like Dave mentioned, you really get almost everything that you can get from an anime from Full Metal. You get great battles, you get life lessons, and even the finish. Do we have a better finish in Full Metal? When you meet truth, when you see what the end of it is, what you give up everything to get the one thing you truly wanted, which is what a lot of us have to do in real life to be happy.
Wow, that's pretty heavy, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Complexity.
Complex. But yeah, no, Dave, I think that's awesome, man. He pulls out a Rubik's cube.
I like Hamtaro for my easygoing. I just want to watch
Yo.
Hamtaro.
For real, man. I love Hamtaro on the low, bro. I'll be watching that, man.
Love
But yeah, man. So yeah, Dave, I just think it's incredible, like not just like your wealth of like knowledge and like all like the shows that you watch. I don't even want to see what your my anime list looks like. Like that's gotta be disgusting and daunting. For like
It's in the group chat if you want to look at it.
ooh, ouch.
Over 1,000 titles.
Ooh. But yeah, man. So like one thing is, I know you mentioned this in the first episode, but you had talked about how you had just recently done like the daunting task of watching all of Lupin the Third.
All of Lupin, every series, every special, every movie,
Dude,
everything. It's
that's insane. And they have a new part coming out, right?
Episodes. Yep. They just recently announced for the 50th anniversary, because it came out in 1971 was the initial first series airing on TV.
All right.
So in commemoration of 50 years, which is ridiculous, they're coming out with a sixth season.
Oh yeah, dude, that's wild, and that's a very impressive feat too. I mean, that is that the longing run to say. Well, we can fact check that later. I mean, I don't have.
I'm gonna say Astro Boy probably. Well, technically,
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so Lupin the Third, Kazuhiko Kato, aka Monkey Punch, August 10th, 1967. Only reason I know because near my birthday. He did the drawings for it. They did the 6 animated series, 20 specials, 2 musicals, a multi-platinum music for it, and then they had obviously him rolling around in the 57 Fiat 500. So it's worldwide renowned. Whereas Astro Boy been forgotten since the late 90s.
Yeah, that's what I would say. I'm not sure if there's anything that was released sooner and just had something released like within the past year or two, but like that's the thing. I'm not sure what the most recent Astro Boy release was. I know there was something in like the late 80s or early 90s, I think, but like when you think about it, like there aren't too many others that are in the same breath as that 50 years. Like what comes to my mind is Gundam is another big boy. That was early 70s, like 40 years and still going strong. You got Macross, which was at its time its rival, early 80s Macross, and it's still pumping out new series. There's actually another movie scheduled, I think, to be released in the next year or so. That's a sequel to Macross Delta.
Nice. Yep.
Ooh.
We talked about
then
that.
you got obviously
Astro Boy was 2009, the last release, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So Astro Boy's up there as well. Although with some of the other ones, like I was just gonna mention Dragon Ball. Obviously, I think debatable whether it is the king of longevity and commercial success. And then I mean other ones. I know. I just want to get this out of the way, especially for JL. They're going to say, "What about One Piece?" One Piece has not had that longevity yet. It's 20 years.
That's pretty impressive, man.
No, it is. But I mean, because we started with Lupin, and Lupin's like 50 years. Like that's more than twice One Piece. So I mean, I'm talking like the big boys, like
Gramps. Okay.
The Mecca, yeah, like the Mecca of like anime OGs.
All right. No, I see you. No, Scott, did you have a point? Because it looked like you had something to say.
I do, man. Because the mecca of OGs in my eyes, man. I know Gundam's been there for a while, but everybody always forgets about Transformers. Transformers started in the 80s, the early 80s.
I saved that for you, Scott. I saved that for you.
Yo, I cannot talk about Transformers enough. And Netflix has those new specials that are coming out. I was literally just like fact checking it too to make sure exactly, because the movie came out in 86 and I think the original series aired in 84, and the newest iteration should be out by the end of this year. So we're literally looking at like around 30 almost 40 years of like Transformers. Like literally, I'm on the cusp of 40 years, like minus like 2. So that's also, we've had unfortunate Michael Bay movies, which is, it is what it is. But and we have yet to watch it. But 1986 Transformers movie, if you've seen it, it holds. It holds unbelievably well for now, and
For sure.
it's great. So like, and they've done a great job. Even with Voltron, man. Voltron, same thing, man. Back in the 80s, came out. Lions Go, all that other stuff. Again, Netflix came out of nowhere, had their own new adaptation of it, and it's done very well because they didn't, change things like when they first came over here. They didn't make Pidge a guy, Pidge was a girl this time, actually, which was great. And like Sven was actually the leader of the Lions versus Keith wasn't the leader. He was actually just the Red Lion guy.
Yeah, no, I catch you. That's awesome. You look like you want to jump in, man. What's going on, brother?
Well, I was going to say, because it's just the dates of it, 2009 for Astro Boy. But remember, Astro Boy came out in 1963. Remember, I'm an animated. I used to draw a comic book art for all them. So Astro Boy 1963 to 2009, that's 46 years. So they only beat him by 4. So if Astro Boy drops, you got to give him the OG.
Okay.
Fair.
That's respectable. Yeah.
And Transformers, I mean, come on. That's all of us, our childhood. They stole all our monies.
Yo, guy, I go shopping today, man. My kids want to look in the toy aisles. What do I see? Transformers. Transformers are still thriving, man. And they're making new lines, and they're making lines from like 86 versions. So they're bringing back stuff when we were kids, so that if you want to buy it now because you got adult money, you can.
Yeah. Fun fact, if you had a Starscream from the 80s, like action figure, you got bank, bro. That's they got sued because it ended up being the same exact replica of the Veritech fighters. So like, just a fun fact, just to throw that out there. Now,
you mean Sky?
More. That's the funny thing. I know you talk because my buddy Toy Vault, the misprint one.
Oh, Jetfire. I'm sorry, I'm lying.
Jetfire.
That's it. But yeah. So man, so for people that aren't too familiar with Lupin the Third, can you give me just like I mean, is everybody? I mean, I don't want to be an elitist, but for somebody new to the game. How would you describe it? How would you introduce him to Dave?
Well, pretty much it follows Lupin the Third. He's a third generation, obviously, with the third of a family of thieves. His grandfather being the most notable. Arsène, I believe, is the first name. Arsène Lupin, the first great thief. From I believe he's French, but so the story pretty much picks up with Lupin and his little gang of thieves. You got Fujiko, which is the eye candy, shifty, conniving,
the femme fatale.
Yep, backstabbing. Then you got Goemon, the samurai, and then you got Jigen, the sharp gunslinger.
Yeah, one of the best characters.
Yeah, he's awesome. So pretty much it just it's very episodic, which is why if you want to go down the rabbit hole that I went down, you might want to pace yourself, because I mean, if you need like a rapid developing plot with some sort of goal in mind, that doesn't exactly happen here. Every episode is its own thing. But yeah, every episode they pretty much have a heist. They try to figure out a crazy way to break in, and pretty much it always ends up Fujiko making off with the loot and screwing everybody over pretty much every time.
Yeah, boy never learns. Scott, I was gonna say you're probably excited about this too. I know we talked about it a little bit. Gundam dropping Gundam Seed Part 3 that just got announced. I know it didn't do as well here in the States, but like, I mean, it's universally loved in the East. How do you feel about it, brother?
Dude, that's like such a wild thing too, man, because like I remember watching the first season of Gundam Seed and I liked it. It was cool. Yeah. But then like watching Destiny, also, I know you know what I'm talking about. And if anybody's watched Gundam Destiny, like Gundam Seed, period, it has the most overused animation for the Blitz. Is it the Blitz Gundam? I think, man, where he pulls out his cannon and attaches it together and puts it aside and shoots it. It's the most overused animation in a series. Period. End of story. Period. Which
gotta
is
save
wild,
that money, man.
They save so much money using that same shot, man. And the Gundams were awesome. I mean, like Gundams in general, if you like mechas, like they're always just fun, man. But honestly, I'm not that excited because I wasn't super excited for Seed because I thought, Destiny, because Seed was great the very first season.
Yeah.
Like, so now that we're getting a third part, I'm like, I didn't ask for this. Why do you want to give me something I don't want?
All right. I mean, I don't want to kill our time and do like a whole debate, but like I feel like it had its merits. It definitely had its merits in this character.
They're cool Gundams, so good looking Gundams.
So cool. But yeah, so speaking of like, so we got Gundam, we got Lupin, we got DBZ, and we got One Piece. We all mentioned here. These are some beloved major franchises. If you guys had to choose to delete one of these, if one of these had to go, what would it be? Would you get rid of Gundam? Would you get rid of Lupin? Would you get rid of DBZ? Would you get rid of One Piece?
Lupin. Bye.
Wow. Okay.
Ready?
No, man.
Gundam, Transformers, same thing. Mechs, storyline, world, space, everything. DBZ, fun story, evolved into one of the greatest fighting animes of all time, unarguable. And One Piece, arguably the greatest modern anime. Pirates, we haven't really seen. We can go back to a couple stories. There's a couple. Sinbad maybe can touch it a little bit, but On the Seas, Pirates, world crafting, character development, fanboydom, manga, anime, money making, bomb.com movies. Lupin, on the other hand, special place in my heart, but much like Lauryn Hill, you gave me only a little bit.
Oh, damn. Ouch. Now, Dave, I know you got a rebuttal for that. I know, not the rebuttal per se, but you know what I'm saying. How do you?
So, well, I mean, honestly, like all these are like big boys here. Like, I mean, the notoriety might be different in the States versus Japan, but honestly, for me, the way I would approach it would be which one is actually the most commercially successful, and I would definitely put Lupin towards the bottom of that list. Like, regardless of what my feelings are about it, it's just how it is. For me, it'd be hard to place these two, but I would say it's either Dragon Ball then Gundam or Gundam then Dragon Ball as the most commercially successful, because the amount of with Gundam, it's more like the model kits and stuff like that, but even the video games too. But I mean, there's a ton of Dragon Ball video games, but I mean, Dragon Ball 2, you get the manga, and even recently, now they're doing the super manga, so they recontinued the manga for Dragon Ball. And then you have all the series, you have Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT.
We don't talk about that one.
Then they had the remaster of Dragon Ball Z. They had Dragon Ball Kai. Then you get Dragon Ball Super, and then you got Dragon Ball Heroes that's going on for the card game that's going on in Japan. Then you have the 16 movies. 17 just got announced. They don't know what it's about, but Broly was the most recent one. I think that was the 16th movie. Then you got the OVAs, and again, they have the action figures or whatever. Like, there's tons of DBZ merchandise, but I mean, Gundam's right there. There's tons and tons of different iterations of Gundam. You got the model kits. Like every series has a theatrical movie type summary kind of thing for it. So those two for me are interchangeable, one or two. And then then I would probably go Transformers, and then Macross is probably lesser known. So then I would probably go Lupin, then Macross.
Okay. So out of those four options, it's safe to say One Piece is out for you.
Yeah, I mean it. Just for the fact of longevity, that's pretty much would be my consideration. I know One Piece is going to get there. I mean, it's just One Piece isn't at the top just because the other ones came out before. Oda wasn't born 30 years later or whatever. But it's definitely with how it's going, and I love One Piece. So to all the listeners and you guys, don't misunderstand. I love One Piece, and I think it's amazing. Yeah, but
it's so good right now, so good.
It's gonna go on for another decade or two, in terms of popularity and merchandising and all that. And same thing for Naruto. Naruto again is gonna go on for a long time. It's gonna be super popular. It's gonna end up in the same category of longevity as all these other ones.
Nice. And I don't want to forget about Senpai. I saved the best for last. So Senpai, what's your pick, baby? Talk to me.
Picks to go, man. Oof. Honestly, I hate hate to agree, man. Yeah, unfortunately, Lupin just kind of like falls into that category. It has so much to offer though, which is crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy in a sense because, like, honestly, even I would, even though I literally have a tattoo around my body, man, how much I love it so much, man. I honestly want to just put Transformers on the bottom because on the real, when you watch it, there's a story to it, but there's nothing very complex about Transformers whatsoever. There's just nothing. There's the good guys, the bad guys. That sometimes, arguably, with the new series on Netflix, you kind of question who is bad and who's good. But prior to that, man, all that other stuff, nah. Every Saturday morning or Sunday morning, Transformers came on. You just watch Optimus Prime and Megatron fight it out, and there was no real life lessons. Not like GI Joes at the end, where knowing's half the battle. But we'll talk about that some other time. But honestly, there's no complexity to it, so there's nothing. But it's just the giant fanboy in me, like, loved waking up every morning to watch it. So it just holds way too near and dear. And I didn't watch all of Lupin. I tried and failed, not successfully. Like Dave, when I got to season, was it 3 that has like, I don't know, like 150 episodes or something like that? Or no, season 2. Season 2 is like
season
super
2 is
long, man.
150.
I got like, I don't know, like 30 or 40 episodes in, and I'm just like,
Bro.
I got a break on it.
Bro, it's a marathon. It's not a race, man. You got this. Gambare,
Yeah,
do your
I
best.
Gambare, baby, Gambare. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to it because honestly, I really did enjoy it. I love the music. I said that to Lou earlier too. When we were talking, I was like, I really like the music from the older episodes. Honestly, it's very like, I don't know how to explain it, man. It's like real peaceful and like wonderful to like hear it. I love all the old school noises too, man. Like the like old sound effects, man, or just like when you hear like a running car, it's always like,
It's so
you know, it's like, I
ridiculous.
love that, man. It's just so
57
great.
Fiat 500, baby.
You're right, man, dude. It's so cool, man. So, but yeah, unfortunately, it goes down on the list, man. But I do put on the top, man. If all the other stuff aside, man, I do think honestly, Transformers is just more popular because we're still going, man. Model
Okay.
kits, they got model kits now too, like Gundams, man. You want
Yep.
still Transformers or Transform? God, they just let out a $400 Optimus Prime that you literally say Optimus Prime transform, and he transforms for you. That's it.
That is
That's
insane.
It's so cool though, man. It's everything you ever wanted as a child, and as an adult, I can afford that.
So guys, just before we move on to the next topic, any honorable mentions of long-running animes you guys want to throw out there
Oof.
that we haven't mentioned yet?
Inuyasha!
Yeah.
It did make its way back, man. Yo, what's the gap on that though? It was like early
Creator of
2000s,
the
right?
cheese, man. My man had one attack, and then at the end, let's just amplify this one attack.
Yeah.
It was the worst. Oh, looking back, that did not age well.
It's just him screaming Kagome the whole time.
Love, sex, honor, action with a whole lot of drama. Inuyasha!
Yeah. So Dave, what about yourself, brother?
All right. Well, I mean, I already mentioned that One Piece and Naruto would be up there if they tack on another, decade of longevity. But I would say in terms of old school stuff like Sailor Moon, I would say would be around there. Tenchi Muyo is another one that has a lot of different series for Tenchi. Detective Conan, which I mentioned I am on a journey. There's 20 plus movies, 1,000 episodes. Like, that is a very popular, commercially successful anime, at least over in Japan. And then another one, I don't know if you guys remember this from Adult Swim, but it's Crayon Shinchan. It's like a gag anime.
It's kind of like the Simpsons of Japan, right? He's the one kid, right?
It's like 20 plus films. The series again, it's well over. I think it might be close to 1,000 as well. Like Detective Conan.
Oh damn!
That's another long running.
All right. What about? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
No, that was it. That was the last one. So good, homie.
I know you're very passionate. You're like, yo, I got you, baby. You asked, I got you.
My list could go on for an eternity. You know that.
Senpai.
I think I got 2 here. I know one that I wanted to mention just because I'm really happy with it was Fruits Basket. It came out like almost 20 years ago, honestly. It was like early 2000s, which was great. And we're just finally getting the ending it always deserved, man. Literally every episode in season 3 past episode 4, I just cried every episode because it's beautiful and it's everything I want. I know it's so stupid and sentimental to say, but like,
no, that's
reading
awesome.
the manga, dude, it was just every time, man. In this last episode too, I was like, Just cried. Just cried. I was a little B word about it. I just cried. I couldn't help myself. It was so
a
bad.
beautiful
Yo.
person, because that's exactly
Yes.
what
Yeah,
you
man.
are.
Dude, this is like one of my favorite animes, so I was happy to see it. There was like one other one that I wanted to say too, man, but I couldn't quite remember it at this point. So I'm sorry to let you down.
Never said
Ah.
Berserk though, huh? No one's gonna say Berserk. We have to say Berserk.
No, because it's not. No, because it's not on. It's not
Yeah, but
ongoing. Man.
it's
We're not
not.
gonna
It's
get
not.
any more right now.
I feel like Berserk is almost more like, I don't want to say like a cult following.
That's
Like I don't think it's
super.
as commercially like Dragon Ball. Like everybody knows Dragon Ball, and Transformers. Everybody's heard Transformers, and
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for
you can
sure.
go anywhere now. You can see
Public
literally a
success
cutout
I
of
mean
Goku.
Gundam. They're building a whatever foot real life scale Gundam. In
Oh, it's
Japan.
already
Like,
built,
I mean,
baby. I've been trying to build build my itinerary for this upcoming trip. But like, look,
Yeah,
man,
I'll be there. I'll be there in March. Hopefully, everything goes right with the world.
fingers crossed.
But I mean, at least for me in this conversation, like that's what I'm talking about, like in terms of longevity and I'm not necessarily talking about just shows that have they've had things come out for a long period of time, but also are super popular, merchandising, everything, like they're household commodities.
Yeah. No, I hear you, man. If I had to pick an honorable mention, I would definitely throw out Ghost in the Shell. In terms of longevity, being from like just the manga alone, and then you have the movies from like the early '90s and several very like iterations of the show. Standalone Complex is absolute masterpiece. This movies were great. The whole thing's wonderful. I can't say enough. I just wish they had more merch. I would buy the merch if they had more merch available. But
Real like Tachikoma.
yeah, boy. But yeah, so my other question to you guys is, have you heard the news about the skid getting host? So you know how it is, man. Where do you like to read your manga? Did you guys try to purchase your manga?
Shh, don't tell them anything of where we get our money.
All right. For everybody asks, you've been here since.
I'm gonna say both. Both is my answer. Both.
Yeah, both. Yeah, obviously you have the support.
Webtoons.
Gotta buy those tokens, right?
I want to read the newest chapters, yes, but I could wait 2 weeks.
Nah, man, that's awesome. But no, so this is wild. So it's like you like, to some, this kid would be a hero. To others, he'd be a villain. He's getting what, 2 years in prison for hosting 3 years in prison for hosting a manga reading site, which I think is wild. But Lou, what was the reported damages on that?
2.3 billion.
2.7.
Sorry, it probably went up already. 2.7
poor boy.
billion. My man did damage. My man, Bill.
Oh, well, I mean,
God.
in all fairness, like going through Viz or going through some of these legitimate companies is such a hassle to find like the manga you want to read. If you want to go back and read like Golden Boy, you gotta like really like deep dive. I don't even think they have those available like all in English yet, which is wild.
And they still find him on top of that 10 million yen.
Oh, that's rough. That is, I mean, it's better than paying the full damages.
You know what? That's fine.
It's what,
Stick
10
it to
million
the
yen? What is that about? Move the zeros. Yeah, it's about like what, $100,000.
I wonder if he was ever given any sort of warning, like shut it down, buddy. Like we're not
like
happy
a cease and
with this.
desist. Yeah.
Right. Because I mean, it is what it is. Like you can't like go and rob a bank and say, please don't rob banks anymore. Like once the deed is done, you know that's illegal. You're not supposed to do it, so you're gonna get punished for it. But like usually with stuff like this with copyright, like usually they give you a warning first before they.
I don't know, dude. 2.7 billion in the U.S. You do that, you're ending up in a pond somewhere. Bro.
It's not
Face
about
down in your bathtub, bro. 2.7 billion.
It's not about the money. It's about sending a message.
No.
Remember the 5th of November. Yeah.
Can we give this man a cape? Can we get him a cape? Just saying, man.
I think you said it wrong, Senpai. He's capping.
Yeah.
2.7 billion. What?
Yeah.
Stick it to the man. He's not even hurting the industry. Let's be real here. Like he's not even hurting it.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, let's talk about the real victims here, which are the animators that are severely underpaid.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
we can get into
Just
that
passing
another
out.
time.
And recent example, I mean, they're literally driving themselves to their sick beds. Look what happened with, I mean, Miura wasn't, I mean, it was obviously another health
Yeah.
complication, but the reason why he was even taking these prolonged hiatuses was he was trying to maintain his health because it is such a taxing, very, I mean, these guys work themselves to the bone, and I mean, they deserve their compensation for, you know, putting their health on the line to try to earn a living. So
Yeah, I mean, I know we appreciate it.
Damn right.
Like we all do. We're big nerds here, man. And like in that sense of appreciation, I mean, what's a review or recommendation you guys are willing to give right now? I know you had been talking about a show earlier before we got on, so I'm gonna give you your due. Talk to me, Lou.
You know what? I'll start it off. You want to show it? Mars Red. So this is set in the 1923, I believe. It is beautifully drawn by Kimuri Katakata. It comes to you by Studio Signal MD. We talked about music, which is going to be Toshi Yuki, which I had to get that right. But here's what it is. The government created a new unit in the army because they were encountering increasing numbers of vampires with this new artificial blood source. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but if you want to go back to Toonami, Cowboy Bebop, all these shows that have very well-paced episodes, character development and tone, plus vampires and a timepiece where the music slaps, this is an anime for you. Dark scenes, interesting takes on example government and military. I do love how the characters develop. They're very different. You can have different types of vampire classisms. So you can have a special type of vampire bite you. If you survive this, you become a higher special type. So you have Shutaro, who's one of the protagonists for this show. And then you have Yu Shinobu, who's going to be the captain. This guy's just a human being. He had a dark tragedy for him, which I'm not going to spoil that for you with the plot twist in it. But what ends up happening to him, he leads these guys. They've been failing for 20 years trying to get vampires up. And then everything goes awry in one day. Everything changes. You have Suwa, who's this like super old vampire, upperclassman, and I'm not going to spoil everything with that. And then you have a lower classman vampire who is gives you an example of classism that he was very high in the previous world. Yeah. You're a human being and your intelligence and your wealth and your rank and as a soldier. But if you get bitten by a low class vampire, you don't get good senses. You don't get good
Oh
powers.
man, all
You're
right.
bad. It's a very we talked about complex animes. Don't need that. The storyline's very simple to follow, but the tones, woo, deep.
Okay, okay. All right. I'll definitely give it a shot.
Yeah.
What
Seven
about you?
episodes right now,
Oh,
Hmm?
7 in deep right now? All right,
and
perfect.
that's how it took me.
And that's on Funimation?
Funimation, baby.
All right, sweet. What about you,
Unless you want to get
Senpai?
$2.7 billion in her fines.
Yo.
Well, yeah. So I don't have any like anime to give to you guys, man. But what I got is I got a new manhwa that I've been telling everybody about, man. So you can go watch, you can go read this on Webtoons. It's free. You know, you don't have to worry about like getting caught on them sketchy websites. So you can just download the app. But it's called Viral Hit. I absolutely love it. It's my second favorite weekly manga to read right now, manhwa, because it's Korean. But it follows this main character, Yohabin, and literally he's just like the joke of his school. He gets picked on. He's like a lower class person, and it takes place in Korea. So like obviously the big thing in Korea is everybody's like a YouTube star instead of a YouTube star. So everybody makes money off of doing like YouTube videos. So he wants to make money too, but his reasons for wanting to make money is because his mom needs organ transplant, and he's trying to make money and pay for her hospital bills. So he'll literally do anything for money, like including letting his school bully pick on him on TV just so he can get paid for some. But along the lines, he just can't like take it anymore, and comes across this channel where it literally teaches you how to fight from a guy who's wearing a chicken head mask, and he literally teaches him the very first rule of learning how to fight is to get hit without getting hurt, and that's to like literally put your face into somebody's fist. and it learns to teach him how to like overcome his fears of getting hit and like just taking one and like be better. Like you get to see him fight a bunch of different people, and literally like one of my favorite parts in it, and it's only like 80 chapters, might even be a little bit less than that in, is that one of the kids he fought, it's kind of like Kenichi's History's Strongest Disciple, because everybody he seems to fight and beat like ends up becoming his friend afterwards. So which is super awesome. But like one kid knows Taekwondo and he was like, "Oh, teach me a new move." He's like, "I'm not going to teach you anything, get on my face." And everybody's looking for him. It's like, "Oh, where'd he go?" It's, "Oh, he went to go, fight this guy." And he's like, "Oh, why'd you do that?" It's like, "Oh, he'll be fine." It's like, "Oh, well, why don't you just realize, like, any normal person who fights you now, Hobbin, they can't beat you because he's not just a normal person anymore after learning how to fight." It's crazy. Like this character development is wonderful, but
Okay.
he's still a money grubber. He'll literally do anything for money on camera. He's like he's shallow, but he's like got a real heart because like when it comes to his friends, like he'll put himself out there like to be hurt or to like save them. It's really awesome.
All right, that sounds awesome. Sounds like there's some moments for character development, complexity, and some comedy as well.
Yeah, you get to see side character development too, which is also really cool.
Nice. And Dave, I saved the best for last, baby. Come on, I know you got something good for me, man.
All right, guys. Well, you know how I spent the whole beginning of the episode saying that I like complex anime? Well, the anime I'm about to recommend to you is at the complete opposite of the spectrum. Of course, it is old school because that's how I roll. It's called Sexy Commando Gaiden Sugoyo Masaru-san.
What
Which
the hell?
Sexy Commando Gaido, amazing Masaru-san. So pretty much it is a gag manga from 1998. It says 40 episodes, but they're actually like 8-minute shorts, 5 to 8-minute shorts. So it's like the equivalent of watching like maybe like a 12 to 15 episode anime if you consolidate all the footage together. And it's about Masaru-san, and pretty much he's a high schooler. And he discovers the martial art sexy commando style, and pretty much what it entails. It pretty much, I don't know if you guys ever watched Bobobo, but kind of like how it's like it's a crazy, ridiculous martial art, and you're pretty much like trying to distract other people. It's kind of the same thing as this. You're trying to distract your opponent and like punch them in the face like when they're not expecting it because they're just so distracted by what you're doing. And this guy, he like does like a Fist of the North Star Kenshiro, like, oh, and then he pulls down his fly and he'll yank out like some random object from his zipper. Like it might be like a pair of dentures, it might be like a bouquet of flowers. Like it is just the most random thing, a squirt gun, whatever. And he recruits some fellow classmates and he tries to teach them the style. And it's a recognized style. Like there in the show, there's actually a tournament where other schools are competing in the sexy commando style.
This sounds amazing.
It is. So one classmate, he's like, oh, he looks like completely like anorexic and like weak, but then he'll like down a huge bottle of like steroids and medications, and he gets all jacked out of his mind. He's like hallucinating and going berserk. You got another. They got a team mascot. They call him Meso. He has a zipper on his back, and he's all cutesy, but then there's times where like he's got like this inner demonic presence. So you're kind of questioning like the origins of this cutesy mascot. You got the principal who's disguising himself with a luchador mask that he's trying to blend in with the club, and he's a former master of the sexy commando style. He's trying to like pass on his knowledge and trying to bring on the longevity of the style through future generations. And it's just the one he calls it a charm point, Masaru-san. He's got these rings. The fusion vest for like Gogeta and Gotenks. It's got like the huge ring on the shoulder. He finds these rings. He's out in the woods and he comes in contact with aliens. He beats up the aliens. He steals their rings because he thinks they're cool, and they give him like these weird, mysterious powers. Like there's multiple episodes where like he has these crazy run-ins with the rings. Like they'll make like random messages appear on electronic devices like registers at stores, or it'll attract like weird space creatures. And also kind of in theme with Dragon Ball, they weigh like a ton. Like he takes them off like nothing and he drops them on the ground. It's like a crate underneath it, and other people try to pick them up. They're like, what the hell? Like It's ridiculous.
Sexy commando style.
All right.
Sexy Commando Gaiden Sugoyo Masaru-san. And where you can find it, like 98's not super old, but it's kind of an obscure anime, so I don't know if it was actually ever licensed. So if you can't find it through a license, on like a streaming service, like you could probably find it on YouTube.
All right.
But
Yeah.
that is my recommendation. It's not quite Wolves versus Killer Bears, but I think it's pretty obscure and bringing that variety and spice into your life.
Yeah, no, man, I have to check it out. But yeah, I'll just try to make sure they don't catch me lacking out here trying to hit up these sites. I don't want to find. I don't know about you guys.
I know you appreciate the crazy whacked out humor, Monty. Like I know
That's kind of a
I know that's kind of your thing. You recommended me one. I'm not gonna mention the title that was kind of questionable, but
it cannot be named. Not fit. NSFW. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I think this one will be up your alley. I think it'll be up anybody's alley. It's fun. I mean, if you don't have a place in your heart for gag anime, then you are a soulless drone.
I can't agree with you.
You need
more.
some laughter in your life. Come on, people.
Oh yeah, if you're not laughing, you're crying. Guys, thank you. It's a wonderful discussion. I think this is great. Big shout out to Jay. Jay was very gracious enough to give us a opportunity for everybody to host. Which I just want to say thank you. You guys have been great. This is just like the teamwork. Everybody just like raising their hands, everybody jumping in and out. This is like wonderful. Can't say it's a cool opportunity, man. Tune in next week. It's gonna be another dope show. Who's gonna host? We never know. Just tune in to find out. And don't forget to check us out on the YouTube, on every major streaming platform, on the Instagram, on the Facebook. Like I said, we respond to everybody's messages fairly quickly. The community is great and engaging. You know, wonderful people like Dave, who's on the money all the time. Senpai just drops in, like with just facts and knowledge. So, once again, this is Shinobi Unfolded.
Top liver.
Peace.
And there you guys have it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you for everybody who tuned in. Appreciate you. Love y'all. Have a good night and Tucci.